Girls, today we're going to learn to draw circles, and it's always a circle if your equation is in this form. So x squared plus y squared equals some number squared, okay? Or likewise, it can be in a bracket, but you still want to have x squared plus y squared equals some number squared, okay? And it gives you, okay, so let me just do the question. Don't worry about this bit. So girls, if they want you to sketch that, the first thing that you need to look at is the number on the other side, okay? That is where you get the radius, okay? So if you square root that number on the other end, which is 2, that's the radius of the circle, okay? And the reason why we have to square root it is because in the formula here, it's r squared. It's not just r. So if you want to find the actual radius of the circle, you have to square root the number, okay? Now, when it's in this form, without any brackets, the center is always at the origin. So let me show you what it looks like. So label the center, 0, 0. And you're basically drawing a circle around it with the radius of 2 units, which means it has to go through 2, 2, minus 2, minus 2. Yeah, can you see that? See, can you see from the center, the radius is 2 units from any point of the circle? Okay, so that's how you draw a circle with that information. Same thing here. The one thing you got to do here though, you see how there's 2 in both of the x squared and y squared? You can't have any numbers in front of x squared and y squared, so you want to factorize it out. So equal to bracket x squared plus y squared equals to 50. And then what I got to do is now divide the 2 under to the other side. So now I've got x squared plus y squared equals to 25. And then from here, what's my radius?
5.
Yeah, square root of 25 is 5. And the center, I'll write C for center, it's still the origin. Okay, 0, 0.
Is 0, 0 always the origin?
Yeah, 0, 0 is always the origin if it's in this form. Okay, when it's in this form, which I'll explain, the center is not in the origin. I'll explain soon. So let's mark the center 0, 0, and just basically just draw. Okay, that's a terrible circle. Let me try again.
It's okay.
Yep. So draw a nice, neat circle where it goes through 5. So 5, 5, minus 5, minus 5. Okay. When it's in a bracket, though, girls, the center is no longer in the origin. Girls, what's the value of x inside the bracket?
Minus 2.
Yeah, you just take the opposite sign. So it's minus 2 here, and the y coordinate is plus 1. Yeah, opposite of minus 1 is plus 1. So that's how you read the center if it's not in the origin. Now, same thing here. The radius, you can't square root 50, so just write square root 50. But you want to actually get the decimal number because you actually got to plot it. If you type in root 50 in the calculator, what you'll get is actually, it's 7.1. It says 7.07. Girls, I'm just going to approximate and just say it's 7. Okay? Now, this is the part where it gets a bit tricky. I'm going to mark the center first. So minus 2 and 1. So that's minus 2 and 1. My center is right there. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm making these silly mistakes. Thanks, girls. Okay, let me try that again. Yeah.
Do you have to approximate it, or is it better to leave it decimal?
It's really hard. I'll show you why you want to approximate it, because what you need to do from the center is now count 7 units up, down, and across. So from here, I have to count 7 units up. Okay, so it's 1 here. If it's 7 units up, where am I going to go up to?
8.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it has to go through, if I'm accurate, it has to go through there. And from here, if I go 7 units down, where am I going to be? Yes. So minus 1, minus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah? So can you see if I go 7 units down, it will be right underneath here. Yeah? Can you see that? 7 units down from here. Now, if I go 7 units across from there, where am I going to be? So, yeah, that's right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm here now. And like you said, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from here, if I go 7 units across that way, where am I going to be? So from minus 2, if I go 7 units across, yeah, it's going to be minus 9. So minus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? So I'm going to have right there. Now, this is the tricky part where you'll probably mess up your drawing, but that's okay. You have to draw a circle that goes through all 4 of these dots. Yeah, look, not bad, but yeah, try your best to draw a circle with the 4 dots given. This is the part where it gets tricky, and that's why you need to be accurate with this one. Okay?
Do we need to use a compass for that?
You can. Now, girls, this is the question where I really want to go through. They won't always give you a nice equation like that where you can just read the center and the radius straight away. They'll make you do that work. In this case, you need to put this into bracket form, and to do that, you have to complete the square, and it's not hard. Okay? So I'm going to complete the square. And to complete the square, girls, the first step that you need to remember is to make sure the constant or the number without the letter is on the other side by itself, and it is right now, so that's fine. Now, we've got 2 things. Let's write up the template of completing the square for these 2 things. So plus in between. So plus equals to 15. All right, girls, it's not that bad. X comes first. See how it's a plus? So you write plus. Now, what's half of 6?
3.
Yeah, so 6 divided by 2 is 3. What goes in here? Y minus half of 2 is 1. Yeah?
Is that it?
Now, one more thing. You know how we have to add the square of the number inside the bracket on the other side? Well, because we've got 2 numbers, we have to add 2 numbers. What's the square of 3? Yeah, so 9 goes in here. And what's the square of 1? 1. So, yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, and then you rewrite it. What's the number on the other side if you simplify that? 15 plus 9 is 24. 24 plus 1? 25. You see, it's not too bad. It's just an extra step to get to the type of equation we need to draw the center and the radius. Yep, so from here, what's the center?
-3.
Yep, -3 and plus 1. What's the radius? Yeah, okay. Once you got those 2 information, you do the same thing as what I've done here. Okay, just to save time, I'll draw this up here on the same number plane. Let's label the center -3 and 1. That's the first thing you do. So -3 and 1. All right. Okay, girls, from the center, I have to go 5 units up, down, and across to get my full circle. So let's go 5 units up. So from 1, if I go 5 units up, where am I going to be? 6. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's going to be, if I'm accurate, tell me if I'm not too accurate. It's going to go through there, right above it. 5 units up. And then if I go 5 units down from here, where am I going to end up? So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so it's going to end up at -4. So it's going to be here. Yep, 5 units down. And then let's go 5 units across now. So if I'm at -3, if I go 5 units across, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to end up at 2. And let's do the last part. If I go from -3, go 5 units across, where will I be? -8. Okay? Okay, girls, once you've got those 4 dots, let's join it up. Okay, not too bad, but there's your circle. Okay? Yeah, that's basically it. Any questions? All right, cool.